right, how we doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy J.Viper here with an interview with one of the longest standing legendary players of the local FGC. Man like a Pride, aka Che. Now, he normally goes by Pride, but during the interview, we will find out a little more about that. So, Pride, how you doing today, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Well, we here under someone news. A cafe like Jabba that was very influential in my life. At one point in the early 2010s, we used to come here every week, and that helped me level up so much because it was like a nice middle point where the south could meet the north, could meet the east. Everybody come together.
Central.
Yeah, it was like perfect. And during like let's say 2012 to like all the way up to 2016, I would say I was here like weekly, just grinding.
Well, with that grinding, it brought you to the top of the charts, not only local, but also international in the game that you favor, which is KOF 13. But with a name like Pride, tell me, where did that name come from? Where did Pride originate from?
No big story behind that. Initially, my name was Game Freak, yes, but when I started competing more, like online and Call of Duty and J.Viper, I changed to Pride just based off Fullmetal Alchemist, the homunculus Pride, the strongest homunculus.
Yeah.
Favorite anime. So
Okay.
yeah, that's where the Pride TT.
Okay. Great King Bradley inspired this legendary player right here. And
Actually, Bradley was the original Pride.
that's true.
The first anime.
Yeah, I know. I watch both. But with that knowledge now, with us being a little more closer to understanding man like Pride, tell us, so what is your most proud and most memorable moment? If there's the same moment, it is no problem. But what is your most proud and most memorable moment in the local FGC?
Proudest moments I could start with and say definitely getting the chance to represent the country in Barbados at the Anime Con convention they have in Barbados every year.
Right.
There was a tournament in Alias. I think that was one of the earliest aliases. And where is it? Where's Alias again?
Alias in Makoya?
Makoya, yeah, there you go. Alias Makoya, and the winner of the J.Viper 4 tournament got to go Barbados.
Right.
And it was like a select few, I think it was maybe 12 of us, who had to play first to fives. And I got through the entire tournament and winners, and yeah, I got the trip to Barbados. That was a real big deal, like actually getting a uniform, yeah, repping, you have your country name on your back, is a different feeling. It's
True.
good, yeah. So,
It's almost like you can say you have pride.
yeah.
See that right there, playing into that one? No worries. And what is the most memorable, or is that the most memorable moment as well, being the most proud moment?
I want to use the memorable moment to kind of dedicate it to my mom a little bit because she passed a year and a half now or so,
Condolences,
and it wasn't really until after she passed that I really realized that how influential she was in my gaming career, as because she always supported, she always wanted to carry me everywhere to do everything. As a kid,
Yeah.
anywhere that had an arcade game in the country, she carried me to.
Okay.
And any tournament I won, the first person I'll call was my mom, tell her I won. She did that the loudest papa at home.
Biggest supporter, yeah.
And yeah, so memorable moments really have to be like just traveling the country with my mom.
Okay, well, I mean,
Every time, yeah, new arcade, a new tournament, a new everything, she's always there.
oh, well.
So, see you, mom.
Problem with all. The fathers always support in their special way, but the mom was, front and center, making sure that you know that she there with you. And that's something that's irreplaceable, if we're being honest with you.
Parents definitely always support you. I think that's really important. For people growing up to be parents, you should support their kids in whatever they want to do, whatever hobby they want to try to do.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. But now to segue into the other aspect of the question, tell us, what is as an individual, what is your goal for the local FGC?
So recently I had a really hard focus on community building.
Right.
It's not really I'm not too concerned with accolades. Like it's not about reaching a certain spot.
Right.
I think community is really important and is missing in the country right now. And so I really focus on community building. I want the community to have a hub, sort of like what Nova was for us in the 2010s, where we can all come together and grind. Because it's one thing that's synonymous with all the strongest FGCs across the world is that they all have a hub. They all had started somewhere.
Some place as a focal ground.
Whether it's Chinatown Fair in New York, whether the Pakistanis had they're seeing the DR players play anywhere that had a power outlet. Right? So, yeah, we need more community building. So that has been my sole drive right now. Like, and I just think I'm most happy to do. So I always try to help people in whatever way I can.
Yeah. And well, I take it that seeing as that is your personal goal for the community, I guess that let me say, from the outside perspective, like looking in, you believe that would be the push that you want the community to go towards.
Definitely.
More building community and building a hub for each individual player to have a comfortable place to practice and work on their crafts. Okay, understood. All right, understood.
Yeah, and for me personally, like what makes me happiest is problem solving. I love running into a wall and trying to figure out what to do with this wall.
Right.
And so like that's what I try to offer to the members of the community right now. And even in the games I don't play, is whatever situations you're having trouble with.
Right.
Let's try to work through it. Let's try to work through it.
Through it. Right.
Because I think not to big up myself too much. I think I spend a lot of time thinking about games in not the way the average person does, in terms of how to get better. Like I'm always trying to get better at something.
Right.
At even the tiniest bit. So for players who in the thick of it right now, they may be focused on a certain aspect of the play. They might say they need to be more aggressive. They need to be better defense or whatever. But I want to zero in on specific situations. And I think that is a difficult thing for people to do. Like people can't really self-critique as well as some observer. Observer looking in.
True.
So that is
from the outside perspective, it's much easier to understand or to see the flaws and to help provide a healthy input now or critical input that would help push the person to the next level.
100%.
I understand.
That's like one of my favorite things to do. So that's I work really closely with J.Viper with that. I think it helped them level up his play a lot.
I agree.
But I want to do it with more players as well. It's a little hard to break the barrier because a lot of players don't know me because I wasn't like present in the community for a long time. A lot of players came in, so it's hard to approach me. But the few that do, they know. Like it's always fun. Like
it's always a pleasure.
Yeah,
spirit.
Don't be worried. Let's come talk to me if you wanna improve your game. I guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I agree with that. That's some wise words from man like Pride. And Pride, in closing, help us understand a little bit from your perspective. Just give us some of your thoughts. Just give us some of your experiences, some things that would help benefit the younger generation coming up and even the older generation that feel like they're stuck. Because I'm one of those that you say you like to hit a wall and figure out a way. I'm the guy that would hit the wall until I get through it.
Right. I don't know, as what to even say about this. I think it's really important to self-critique. Again, I want to hop on this. I think anyone could get better. Anyone could be really strong. It's just like fighting games is just a series of interactions, right? It's a series of mind games with each other. You don't just get better by perfecting things you're already good at. Like if you're good, you have good offense, you don't just do offense and hope to do the best. You need to work on your defense. So it's really important to self-critique and like figure out what makes you uncomfortable. I guess that is a good place to start. Any little thing that makes you uncomfortable, like drill that. What it is about that situation that makes you uncomfortable, and how can I make it a comfortable situation? Like or as comfortable as possible. Matchups may never be in your favor, but they could be less hard, I guess, in that regard.
I understand what you're saying there.
Yeah, and just a note for the FGC, maybe try not to be too what are you doing?
Segregated.
Yeah, segregated, but also people get really upset when things don't go the way.
Oh yeah.
And like try to have more fun with it. I think it's really important to have fun with it. Not just in the way of like don't care about it, have fun. I think actually approaching it from a fun perspective kept open your mind to how you could handle a situation. Like we could be less nervous, it could be more bold. Alright. Things like that. Like try to have fun with it. It's a hobby at the end of the day. It's a hobby we all share and try to have fun with it. That's all I say.
Well, that right there is a Pride, one of the most legendary Shinigamis out of Trinidad and Tobago. All right, well, thank you so much for coming, Mr. Pride, aka Che. And yeah, you'll see me wrong. Hey, that's a big thing coming from him, eh? That's a promise, eh? Just saying. I haven't seen this man and I'm in this community donkey years, you know what I'm saying? But I recently met him some time ago and it has always been a pleasurable time since then. Pause. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in and no pause he says. Thank you so much for tuning in and yeah, do be good people, eh? Till next time. Peace.